Hi, so welcome Anush and everyone. So before we start, I just want to make sure it's good if you have like 5 pieces of paper and something to draw with. I'm drawing with charcoal, but you can choose whatever you like. And then maybe a place to be on the ground, if that's possible for you. And also maybe some space to lie down, and throughout the practice, you can always lie down and stop, take a pause. Yeah, so let's start. Let's start with just rubbing our hands together. And we're just gonna kind of feel our edges. So we're just gonna kind of brush our hands, our arms. Yeah. And the edges of our face, brush our face. Down to your toes. Yeah, and then we're just gonna do a little eye cupping. So you're gonna cup your hands like this, and if you have glasses, take your glasses off. And finding a place that's comfortable so that you can just, you're gonna rest your eyes in the cups of your hands and just feeling the weight of your eyeballs. And we'll just stay here for a minute. Taking a deep breath. And then you can gently start coming out of this, letting the light come through your fingers. And coming back up. Great. And just from where you are, you can also keep your eyes closed. And we're just gonna spend the next minutes doing a score, sensing gravity and our breath. So you can just stay where you are and notice what parts of your body are touching the ground. And feeling your breath fill your body and empty on the exhale. And you're just sensing the weight falling through your structure into the ground in those places where your body is touching the floor. And then you can try shifting your weight to a new position. You can lie down if you want. And we'll just continue this for a couple minutes in your own time, changing positions when you want to. Okay. And then just slowly coming back. And with your, coming to our paper. And this first drawing score is the only score we're going to do where we're allowed to look at the paper. Of course, you can do what you want, but this practice that I do is based in, it's actually from kind of classical drawing classes. They do this exercise often called blind drawing, where you don't look at the paper and you're just doing one continuous line, keeping your eyes on the subject that you're drawing. And I found that it really puts me in a relaxing state, and you make really interesting drawings, but it's more about the experience, so less about making a drawing. But the drawing is, of course, coming out of this experience. So this first, we're just gonna do a lazy scribble. So we're first gonna just feel our charcoal or our pen in our hand, and feeling the paper with our other hand, feeling the thickness of the paper, kind of spread your hand across the paper. And we're just gonna play doing a lazy scribble, following the line. So you can bring your charcoal or your pen onto the paper, and we're just gonna play with one line. You can play with the weight of your hand, changing the weight of your hand as you pulling the charcoal across the paper. We'll make a different line. You can also try using the side of your charcoal or at an angle. We're just following our own lines. We're not trying to draw any specific thing. You can change direction. You can change the speed. We'll just do this for a couple minutes on your own. Okay, great. Okay, so we're gonna get our next piece of paper. And just wherever we are, just have your paper ready and your charcoal. And we're gonna first just observe the room. And we're gonna do this by following our eyes. So can just start by looking at around the room. And then letting your eyes rest on something. And then we're gonna just keep following our eyes, very slowly, kind of tracing with our eyes the contour to the edge of what we're looking at. And you're just gonna keep going. Just slowing down our eyes. Great, we're gonna keep our eyes where we are, and we're gonna just bring our charcoal right onto the paper. And you're gonna keep moving your eyes in slow motion, and your charcoal is just gonna follow in the same speed. Your eye can also move on to another object. You just bring your hand with it. So if your eye moves across the room, you're going to bring your hand with your eye. And we're just going to keep doing this for about 5 minutes and just following our eye with our hand in a slow motion line. Okay. So we'll do that practice again in a moment, but hopefully it kind of slows you down and makes you look at something in a different way. So often when we're drawing, we think, oh, we have to draw something to make it look like this. And so we have this idea of what we're drawing, which kind of gets in the way. So this practice is kind of really just drawing as a way of seeing. So that's why I call it seeing touch. So you're kind of touching the touches from your eyes coming through and then through your hand onto the paper. So as you're drawing, you're touching what you're seeing. So we'll do that again in a minute, but this next score is called a blind portrait, self-portrait, blind self-portrait. So we're gonna get a new paper, and Barnaby will play for us while we do this. But so what we're gonna do is, if you have glasses on, you might wanna take them off. You could also leave them on actually. But with your hand that's not drawing, you're gonna trace your face, really slow motion, like how we were with our eyes. But so we're gonna just start at a point, and when we do the score, we're gonna just trace our face as if it's a landscape. So you're gonna kind of explore all the little valleys and meadows of your face. And with our other hand, we're gonna be just following the same movement. And so we're gonna be doing this with our eyes closed, and it's just like a slow motion, one line, and you can go over your whole face and repeat, and we'll just do this for 5 minutes with Barnaby playing music for us. Good? Okay, let's try it. Great, so eyes closed and one hand on our paper and one hand on a point on our face. Great, and you can open your eyes and just observe your drawing for a minute. Great. So, okay. So for these last 10 minutes, I just wanted to do an open drawing score, and I'll make a couple of suggestions, but you can do whatever you want. If you have a mirror in your room, or if you're with someone, I invite you to try and draw them like this. So not looking at the paper, and with the seeing touch, so slow motion line, drawing yourself or someone in the room, or you could draw something in the room, plant or the counter or anything that seems anything. And we'll just do this same practice of not looking at the paper and slowing down and remembering to breathe and feeling the gravity where we're sitting. So, and Barnaby's playing beautiful music for us, so we'll just start. Yay. Okay, so bringing that drawing to a close, take a look at your drawing. This is Barnaby playing the cello. Looks great, Anush. Wonderful. Great. Love that. Okay.
That's fine. I'm roving around the room.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Barnaby and Katelyn. That was really incredible. It really kind of helped me just zone out in a way. It stopped the brain from thinking and just kind of, yeah, that was really incredible. Thank you.
Thank you. And thanks Barnaby for playing music, and thanks for having us here.
Fantastic. We'll see you at at another iteration of Course for Care later.
Okay.
Have a lovely Sunday. Thank you.
Thank you. You too.